On November 7th of 2001, around 1 a.m., a little baby girl was born. At only 7 pounds and 19 and a half inches long, she was named Brianna Angelina Zangara. I was told my very first response was a smile, and I have remained that way ever since. This is my older sister Nicolette, and she is currently studying meteorology at the University of Florida in Gainesville. As kids, we definitely had our ups and downs, but this has formed into our strong bond we hold today. Always teaching me new things in life led her to becoming my role model. She is one of the biggest inspirations in my life, and I am so lucky to call her my sister. Having a built-in best friend is something I will never take for granted. We may be far away from each other, but the endless phone calls make the distance feel somewhat better. I am so proud of all the accomplishments you have made, especially being the University of Florida's forecaster. Thank you for always helping me through life, whether it is with homework, advice, drama, and so much more. I can never thank you enough for all you do. I love you.
Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away.
This is my younger brother Giovanni, also known as Gio, who is a sophomore at the Eau Plaine campus. Growing up, we honestly never got along. We would fight for hours on end and always had to argue no matter how big or small the disagreement was. Now as we have grown, our bond has improved and we are now closer than we have ever been. I am so thankful for our relationship as siblings getting better and that we can now count on each other for just about anything. I will forever cheer for you at your hockey games, whether I'm physically watching it or not. Always stay goofy and continue to make everyone laugh when you enter the room. I love you.
I got a feeling that it's time to let it go. Let it go. Seasons change.
This is my father, Phil. Since the day I was born, he has always brought joy into my life. From making jokes all the time to taking me out to dinner just to cheer me up, he will never fail to put a smile on my face. The amount of love and care he holds in his heart is unexplainable. If I had to think of one person who constantly goes the extra mile for anyone, it would be my dad. I know I can count on him for the rest of my life, and he will always be there at my side. It's pretty crazy to have a dad who raised 3 successful kids all alone, but his devotion, strength, hard work, and selflessness helped this. Thank you for the car ride jams, the crazy dance moves, the endless life lessons, Sunday breakfast, and so much more. I am so blessed to have you as my dad. You are everything a daughter can ask for and so much more. I can definitely say I have the best dad out there. I love you. This is my mother, Christine. She was known to be the overachiever in just about anything she did. She always loved being in the kitchen, cooking, and doing just about anything you could think of. Any way she could be in the kitchen, she would. She was a bubbly, cheerful, and proud mom as she always bragged about my siblings and I. She impacted my life drastically and taught me many valuable lessons that I still use to this day. Continue watching over our family and being the proud mom I know you are. I miss you more and more every day. I love you. My childhood consisted of lots of playing, smiles, laughter, and being the goofy child I was. I loved being active with my family as we took family trips to Disney and Chicago quite frequently. I was known to being a very social and happy child in my younger years. My family was the core of my childhood and made my younger years leave me with amazing memories.
We couldn't turn around till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now.
In 2007, after my mom's dad passed away due to a brain tumor, my mom resorted to alcohol as a coping mechanism. This tore my family apart, and her addiction was increasingly worse day by day.
When I look into
Then in June of 2012, I was told my mom had got diagnosed with pneumonia and bronchitis. She had been in the hospital for treatment, but then a week passed by and I still didn't see her. On June 10th, 2012, I woke up that morning feeling off, and I had a gut feeling of something bad happening. I had a feeling it was going to be to visit my mom in the hospital due to her illness, and sure enough it was. Walking in those large white hospital doors and seeing a lot of family members crowding around was overwhelming. I knew something really bad was about to happen due to the large amount of support shown as we entered those doors.
Well, I won't give up.
My dad then pulled my siblings and I aside into a prayer room and told us, "Mom isn't doing well and she is going to live on in heaven. I love you all with my whole heart and we are going to get through this together as a family." The tears rushed down my siblings and I's faces. We were all speechless and frozen in time. Me being only 10 years old at the time made the whole loss even more questionable and confusing as to why God had to take such an amazing person out of my life. I still don't understand to this day why it had to have happened, and I truly believe I will not find my answer. Approaching the bedroom doors of where my mother was taking her last few breaths was a sight I wouldn't want anyone else to see. The pain brought to my heart is indescribable. Then I heard the heart monitor go flatlined and my mind turned into a blur. I couldn't believe life was real at this point in time. It felt so surreal that my mom was taken away from me at such a young age. Walking out of those hospital doors, grieving and having the nurses approach me, saying they were sorry was something I truly didn't want to hear. All I wanted was to simply lay in bed and be alone for days on end. This unfortunate death has brought strength within my life and showed me who I truly am. There isn't a day that goes by where I don't think of my mom, but I know she watches over me every day and will protect me for the rest of my life. She once wrote in a card to my dad, "Tomorrow is promised to no one." I use this quote in my appreciation of what and who I have in my life. This is why I always tell people to appreciate who they have, because I never saw myself at 10 years old losing my mom.
I won't give up.
In August of 2012, my family decided to move from Lindenhurst to Gurnee, where I began my years at the Woodland Intermediate School. 5th grade was an absolute emotional battle for myself as I was trying to cope with the loss of my mom and begin at a new school all at once. I was depressed and I found most days difficult to get through. Luckily, my middle school years came and turned my life around.
When the crowd screams out, you're screaming your...
Meeting my best friend on the first day of middle school was definitely a life-changing moment. Never would I have ever expected us to be as close as we are today. She moved to Texas a year after our friendship flourished, but that hasn't stopped us. Her trips to Chicago are endless, just like the memories we share. She has shown me what strength, compassion, and goals lead to in life. Always being my go-to girl, thank you for all you have done for me. I am so thankful to have a best friend just like you. The endless nightly FaceTime calls definitely make the distance feel shorter. Thank you for all the craziness and wildness you have brought into my life. I am so proud of you and you mean so much to me. I love you. As the years continued on, I learned that you don't need a group of friends to feel in place. All you need is support, love, and laughter. Thankfully, I have found all three through my closest friends. I have met so many new people in my life and made some of the greatest memories so far. I'm so thankful for every single one of my friends and all the happiness they bring to me every day. You motivate me and push me to be the best version of myself in some way, shape, or form. I couldn't do life without you guys. Thank you for being a shoulder to cry on, a bundle of joy, and for bringing me love and laughter. I love each and every one of you.
But until my moment comes, I'll say
High school has brought some of the best moments in my life. From meeting famous people such as Justin Bieber, living life to the fullest, and making the best memories with the people I love, I can truly say high school has been such an amazing journey of learning and growing.
I saw so many places, the things that I did, and with every broken bone, I swear I lived
This is Ryan, and it all started freshman year. I honestly didn't see myself dating someone in high school, but I must say I was well over wrong. I soon learned that choosing a relationship was the best decision I would make. From listening to my problems, to having movie nights, to just hanging out, I enjoy every moment we spend together. He has helped shape me into the person I am today by teaching me how to better myself as a person and to have self-care. Thank you for all the laughter you have brought into my life and the things you do for me, whether it is big or small. I am so very lucky to have you by my side. I must say I am one blessed girl to have you in my life.
Every second that this world could give, I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I live.
In the fall of 2020, I will be attending Illinois State University in Bloomington Normal with a major in elementary education. I am so excited to see what my future has in store. But for now, I will be living in the moment and planning ahead for my future. The future is unknown, but I believe everything in life happens for a reason. Thank you for watching My Life in a Nutshell.